Hi children, how are you? Are you fine? Okay, now let me move to the lesson. Okay children? Yes. So you are in grade 3rd standard and the subject computer science, topic system software. The lesson number is lesson number 2. Okay, already we have finished our lesson number 1. What we have studied in lesson number 1? Yes, very good. Communication and software. Okay, in lesson number 2 we are going to study about the system software. Okay children. Okay, next, what is the difference between hardware and software? So hardware means what? The outer parts, that is we can able to touchable, that is outer part of the computer is called hardware. Okay, software is a application that is inside the computer. So for example, hardware, CPU, monitor, mouse, these are all computer hardware. And software, Microsoft, PowerPoint, Excel, Access, Word. So these are all what? These are all the software. Okay children? Okay, first we study about software. Okay. So what is a software? So software is a set of instruction or program used to do specific task. So that is an instruction or program to do some specific task called as software. And these are the examples of software, that is MS Word, Excel, PowerPoint, spreadsheet and library. These are all the examples of software. Okay. Next we see about the system software. So what is system software? It manages the hardware components. We have already studied now what are the hardware components. CPU, monitor, keyboard, motherboard, okay, optical disk drive, hard disk drive, CPU, RAM. These are all what? Hardware components. So these are all used to manage by system software. Okay, then the C program is written, okay, written in C program languages. Okay children. Okay, next we see some example of system software. So these are the example of system software. The first one is the operating system, and the second one is printer driver, and the third one is hard disk analyzer. These are the some example of system software. Okay, next we see what are all the types of system software. Okay, first one is operating system, second type is device driver, third one middleware, fourth one is utility software. Okay, and the fifth one is what? The fifth one is shells. Okay children, so these are all the 5 types of system software. Okay, now we see the first 3 types in this section, then next at the last 2 types we will see in another section. Okay children, so first, what are all the types of system software? Operating system, device driver, middleware, utility software and shells. So first we see about the operating systems. Okay children. Okay, so what is operating system? An operating system is a software that allow the user to run other application on computer devices. So operating system is one of the software. Then operating system control all the hardware devices. Okay, operating system will do what? Control the all the hardware devices. Okay children, next, so this is the operating system. The operating system used to control all the hardware components, that is hard disk drive, keyboard, mouse, printer and applications. So the operating system what used to control all the hardware components. Okay children, next we see the example of operating system. So the example of operating system is what? Windows and Linux. Okay, Windows XP 2000, Windows Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8 and Linux. These are all the some example of operating system. Okay, next the second type of system software is device driver. Okay, what is device driver? A device drivers is a set of instruction that enable the OS, means what? Operating system, to control the peripheral devices. So this one what? Used to control the peripheral devices, called as device driver. Okay, what is mean by peripheral components? Yes, mouse, monitor, keyboard, printer, scanner, hard disk. These are all the peripheral devices. Okay, and if your hardware is not working properly, install its device driver. If sometimes the hardware is not working, means what we have to do? Install a device driver. Okay, then we see some example of device driver, that is hard drive, monitor, keyboard, processing chip, mouse, CPU, speaker, CD-ROM, scanner, printer, DVD drive, floppy disk drive, zip drive, microphone, PC camera. So these are all the some examples of device driver. Okay, so how the device driver is connecting? Okay, the device driver, why we are using device driver? That is to connect a input output devices to Windows. We are using this device driver. So the application, next it will used to analyzes the Windows operating system. Next it communicate with device driver. Okay, used to connect the input output devices to Windows. That's why we are using a device driver. Okay, then the first one is what? The application and user, operating system. Next move to the device driver. So here are the device driver example: printer, the pen drive, mouse, the chip, the hard disk chip and the hard disk. So these are the step-by-step procedure how the device driver is get processing. Okay, sending request and again request is replied. Okay children. Okay, next we see, so without driver how it work. So with the driver, see, first with the driver he said to sing a song, so the speaker used to send a song. So without driver, okay, what is mean without driver? So the speaker cannot connected. So if the computer is not working, that is the hardware, there is any problem, so we have to install what? The device driver. So without hardware it's not work. Okay children. Okay, next we see the third type of system software is middleware. Okay, so what is middleware? Middleware is a software which lies between operating system and application running on it. So it is a middleware between operating system and application is a middleware. Okay, so this is the process of middleware. Middleware is a center components. We are sending some request. Okay, again the output to the request is coming from the way of middleware components. So the incoming sent through middleware and the outgoing also again sent through the middleware. So this is the middleware components example. Okay, and middleware is also called as plumbing, as it connect two application together. So middleware connect what? The two application. We will see in the next picture how they are connecting. Okay, so middleware is also called as plumbing. It connected two application together. So the databases can be easily passed between the pipe. Okay, the data and database can be easily passed between the pipe. Okay, next see here the client, middleware and database. The client sending request to middleware, again the middleware get processing and send through the database. In case the database is again response to the client, send through middleware, and the data send through where? Through the client. Okay, the middleware used to perform the request on a web browser and allowing web browser to return. Okay, so next picture is middleware can also be used for distributed processing with action occurring in real time rather than sending data back and forth. So this process can be, say some examples for real time example. Okay, that is sending the data and again replying back. Okay, see, this is the example of middleware. So the first, what is this picture? Yes, the picture is the burger. Okay, so two side is bun, inside there is a filling. Okay, so on the top is a considered as a web server, middle portion is the middleware, and the last third portion is a application. Okay, so what is a web browser? That is response to the client request, like client server. If there is a client and server, okay, consider as example as the master and server. If the master say something, the server have to what? Have to reply and response. No, that's why the client server model. So the response to the client request is a client server model, is a web server, and the middleware, it is a middleware is what is a one of the software lies between the application and the operating system. Okay, so what is operating system? Yes, send the data from one side to another side is a operating system. Then at the last is a application. So this is also a one software program that run on a computer. So we see some example of applications is word processor, web browser. Okay children, you understand the three types of system software? Yes, first one is what? Operating system. Second one, device driver, and the third one is middleware. Okay children, thank you.